My father, Jerry, will always be my father. And he was my father when he was alive, and he will remain my father for the rest of my life.
The critics would soon have very little to chew over, since Shania was next to release the album that would propel her into the international superstar she always knew she wanted to be. Released in the fall of 1997, some 2.5 years after her second album, The Woman in Me, the star's third record, the invitingly titled Come On Over, held the right key ingredients for Shania to step from country music superstar onto the pedestal status of major pop superdiva. Come On Over, again written and recorded in a variety of exotic locations, featured 16 songs co-written by Shania with her husband Mutt Lange. As before, Shania's ability to instantly connect with her audience was evident throughout the album. Every song on offer had its own individual personality and attitude, describing Shania's life as a woman who had been tested through the trials of time to achieve her current role as international celebrity. Love Gets Me Every Time was typical of the fun-loving sense of humour that Shania let loose from within its shiny grooves, and on such tongue-in-cheek titles as Don't Be Stupid, You Know I Love You, and That Don't Impress Me Much. Fans, and critics if they so wished, could also appreciate more of Shania's cheeky good-natured banter on Honey I'm Home, Man I Feel Like a Woman, and the house-shaking Rock This Country. Just as Shania tried to entertain in a light-hearted vein, she also drew serious attention to herself as one of today's strongest ballad writers and singers, on tracks such as From This Moment On, You're Still the One, When, the Tex-Mex Cajun-flavoured I Won't Leave You Lonely, and the album's final cut, You've Got Away. Elsewhere, songs such as Black Eyes Blue Tears, an upbeat tribute to rediscovering self-esteem and freedom in the wake of an abusive relationship, and If You Want to Touch Her, Ask, went a long way towards explaining Shania's decision to maximise the impact of her new record in a variety of ways. As Shania again started hitting the country charts, her pop crossover appeal began to take hold in a big way with the moderate pop hit Don't Be Stupid, You Know I Love You. But it was the next single, the autobiographical You're Still the One, Shania's personal tribute to the ideal of never-ending love, that introduced her to a larger mainstream pop audience. Shania achieved incredible pop success in 1998, when You're Still the One reached as high as number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100 Singles chart, while holding the number 1 spot on the Adult Contemporary chart and the number 3 spot on the Hot Dance Music Maxi Singles Sales chart simultaneously. The song was also the number 1 country single. The song showed its longevity for staying on the radio throughout the year. The video for the single also got primetime play on more mainstream video channels than any of her previous songs, including MTV, bringing just about everyone outside of the country fold in to listen to her music. Later, the beautiful ballad and popular wedding anthem, From This Moment On, reached the number 4 spot on the Hot 100 Singles chart and number 1 on the Adult Contemporary chart. If the accolades of serious chart action weren't enough to satisfy her aspirations, then the award honours for Come On Over were equally just as impressive. Shania became the first country artist in Grammy history to be nominated in the 3 top categories, Record, Song and Album of the Year. In addition to winning 2 Grammy Awards, Shania also won the Billboard Music Awards Female Artist of the Year, Hot 100 Singles Artist of the Year, Best-Selling Country Single of the Year for You're Still the One, and the American Music Awards Favorite Female Country Artist. Shania's video for You're Still the One was nominated for Best Female Video at the 1998 MTV Video Music Awards and won the Sexiest Video for VH1. And all this without one single big promotional touring gig. Up until now, one of the greater concerns of Shania Twain's growing army of fans, if not of her record label bosses, was her refusal to perform on a large scale in support of her 2 previous albums. In tandem with the release of 1997's Come On Over, however, she promised to rectify that small glitch in a career otherwise in perfect trajectory. Happily, 1998 saw her make good on her word, and Shania Twain turned her attention to her maiden live tour. The singer embarked on a North American touring trek that would eventually see her touch down in more than 60 cities before going on to Europe for more arena shows. As the tour continues, the singer's popularity shows no sign of abating. Though reviews of Twain's shows have been mixed, no such similar ambivalence has been noted at ticket counters. Her first ever world tour, one of the biggest successes of 1998-99, recently sold its 1 millionth ticket, while her third album, Come On Over, the fourth biggest selling LP of 1998, with 4.8 million copies sold in the US, has notched up sales well over the 10 million mark. Having got the touring bug, there's been no stopping our heroine from exploiting her position to further good causes. Putting her newfound global superstar status to striking use in December 1998, Shania came out in support of Amnesty International at a concert held in Paris, France, which also included appearances by rock and pop heavyweights such as Bruce Springsteen, Tracy Chapman, Alanis Morissette, Radiohead, Peter Gabriel, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and You Sir and Dor. The concert was held to mark the 50th anniversary of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Was always going to put music first, and my mother did too.
One could safely say that the 2-year period since the October 1997 release of Shania Twain's third opus, Come On Over, has been one of the most fulfilling times of her career. Besides the sales, the sold-out live shows and awards, the achievements comprising this recent chapter in Shania's work are really staggering. Shania's global superstar appeal is without a doubt beyond question. She was the subject of a VH1 Behind the Music special, which became the channel's highest-rated ever produced program. And perhaps one of the greatest indicators of Shania's enduring success and acceptance into the singing elite of pop singing glitterati came in April 1998, when she was invited to perform at VH1's Divas Live concert, an intimate gathering that featured contemporary music's foremost female singers. To her credit, Shania held her own alongside the legendary Aretha Franklin, as well as contemporary pop super divas such as Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, and Gloria Estefan. The momentous occasion was recently documented on the album Divas Live, released in October 1998. At the same time, magazine profiles over the past few years have included covers of Rolling Stone, TV Guide, and Cosmopolitan as their fun, fearless female of the year for 1999. When Shania appeared on the cover of Rolling Stone in 1998, she actually became the first country music female artist in over 18 years, not since Dolly Parton, to accomplish such a prestigious feat. Other Come On Over coverage included a USA Weekend cover story and being named one of Entertainment Weekly's 1998 Entertainers of the Year. Elsewhere on the tabloid front, Shania Twain has also been the subject of major features in publications as diverse as McCall's, Newsweek, and the New York Times. Besides gracing the covers of just about every glossy publication around the world, our feisty female diva has also performed at more award shows than you can count, and appeared on just about every single television special going. Shania has performed at the CMA Awards, the AMAs, the Grammys, the Billboard Music Awards, World Music Awards, the Gala for the President at Ford's Theatre, The Late Show with David Letterman, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and The Rosie O'Donnell Show, and much more. Viewers of the CMA Awards were even treated to a performance of Love Gets Me Every Time, the first single from Come On Over. While the singer's highly rated first primetime network television special, Shania Twain's Winter Break on CBS, featured rock superstar Elton John and pop sensations the Backstreet Boys. Elton later asked Shania if she'd like to join him to sing on the recent Aida musical project. From starvation to superstardom, the talented girl next door has just about achieved all her goals to date. Shania's early trials with hunger and having to grow up overnight to care for her younger siblings obviously played a dramatic role in the ascent to the woman she is today. With her newfound super diva status, Shania remains true to her roots as a down-to-earth woman who is devoted to life's simple pleasures. Today, Shania Twain has also come to a place in her life where she has found that delicate balance between her career and her personal life. For Shania, the most important thing in life is true happiness. Away from the trappings of mega-selling records, award shows, and everything else connected with the world of pop superstardom, Shania still very much enjoys the outdoor life instilled into her by her stepfather, Jerry Twain. She may now start each day with a luxurious tipple of fruit and tofu shake, but still enjoys long walks with Tim, her German shepherd, horseback riding with her horse Dancer, and doing chores around the stable to keep fit. She also loves other outdoor pursuits like camping and skiing. Though she may be a strict vegetarian, Shania has something of a flair for pasta and pastries, especially peach pie. Shania also continues to have a wide taste in music, no doubt even wider now considering her husband's musical pedigree, and cites Jim Carrey and Jessica Lange as being two of her favourite movie stars. So what's the secret of her success? Shania has always been focused. Her career has always been very consuming, though it probably consumes her less now than it did as a child. Hers is a talent so versatile that she can just about handle any style of music. Having crossed over to the world of pop in such a huge way, Shania now prides herself as a premier songwriter. Alongside such female divas as Whitney Houston and soul songstress Mariah Carey, Shania is the only other female singer to have had 2 albums each past the 8 million mark in sales. By combining pop country with rock stylings and sexy videos, she has become one of the most popular country stars of the 1990s. No doubt her popularity will continue to progress into the next millennium. Deep down, Shania's hope in the long term is to be perceived as an all-round artist, known not only for her singing, but also for her ability to write great hit songs. Not to be seen simply as just a pretty face with a pretty voice. With a clear head, Shania is well on her way to realising her hopes and fulfilling her mother's dream for the little girl who grew up in her own magical musical world. As Luke Lewis, the president of Mercury Records Nashville, recalled when he first met her, "She told me she wanted to be as big as Garth. I looked into her eyes and I knew she'd do it."
Thanks for listening to Maximum Shania. We hope you enjoyed it. Watch out for further titles coming soon from Chrome Dreams. If you've got any comments or suggestions, write to us. The address you'll find on the back of the CD. Thanks again and bye for now.